It was on May 30, 2022, that accused number 1 Muziga Ukulele confessed. At about 9:45 p.m., people are going to sleep. The man is going to confess. Advocate Mshololo had asked questions about the timing of this confession to say, was he not supposed to be sleeping at this time? And a lot of people did not pay attention to that question. The importance of that question. 9:45 p.m. on the 30th of May 2020, Muziga Ukulele, accused number 1, confessed to have taken the life of Senzo Meyiwa or participated in that. In this episode, we'll revisit the confessions because they form part and parcel of a broader scheme, and they make us understand, especially in answering the following question. If the confessions at the end of the trial, the judge says, okay, since I said they're admissible, but pending what will happen in between. Now that we're at the end of the trial, I'm ruling that the confessions were admissible, full stop. If so, what will happen to Kelly Khumalo? Right? We will then dissect the confession from accused number 2 as well, and look at the fact that if we take this notion or this principle, in fact, if we follow the principle that says this must be proven or the case must be proven beyond reasonable doubt, looking at these confessions itself, is there no doubt just by the structure of the confessions? Is there no reason to get the accused acquitted? Because remember, if the defense proves doubt in the state's case against the accused, then the accused are acquitted. Allow me to take you into this journey. 30th of May 2020, 9:45 p.m., accused number 1 confessed. That is May 2020. The same year, on the 19th of June 2020, accused number 2, accused number 2, Bongan Sandisontanzi, confessed. That is on the 19th of June. He makes the first confession. And then on the 24th of June, same month, few days apart, he makes the second confession. It is these confessions, or it is in these confessions that we find closure, we find clues. And it is important for us to go back to these confessions. But before we can do so, let's start here. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people. Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To click the notification bell, it is free of charge. To share this video, it is free of charge. To watch this video until the end, it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, first of all, what we hear or what we get from the confession made by accused number 1, because we're going to start with Muziga Ukulele. He makes a confession as the state alleges. In his confession, he implicated Kelly Khumalo and said that he received a lump sum of 45,000 Rand as a result, of 30,000 Rand as a result of participating in this crime. Then Accused number one brings, now it is important in terms of the actual planning. He tells us that there was a man by the name of Marco and Makimbi. According to his confession, they receive a call, and in that call, they inform him that there is this job that needed to be done, and they will get paid. Now, what is also important is it relates to accused number 3, Mapisa. The state alleges as of now that they have the firearm that was used in that offense. But listen to the confession, you will realize that there's a contradiction of information here, you understand? Because according to the confession from accused number 1, the gun that was used in that offense was sold in KZN, right? So it shouldn't be found. So that's another important thing that I wanted to highlight. That firearm should not be found in Joburg because it was sold back in KZN. It was sold in KwaZulu-Natal. The person who sold it, it was reportedly to have been sold by Makimbi. Makimbi, who also died, Marco, not Makimbi, Marco, right? They sold it there, right? So you don't expect to find that firearm, do you? Because it was sold in KZN, but found in Joburg. It is important because as I was looking back at the confession, I was like, nah, man, we need this conversation. Now, let's proceed. Obviously, he implicates accused number 3, accused number 4, accused number 5. He implicates Tobias Prince Mncube, accused number 3. He implicates Thokoziseni Mapisa, accused number 4, and Fisoguhle Ntuli. So, few things that I want you to note. In his confession, he implicates Kelly Khumalo, Makimbi and Marco. Then he brings these 3 accused, makes it 6. But also, the firearm that was used in that was sold in KZN. It should not be found in Joburg. Now, he makes mention of the fact that, they made mention of the fact that he gave them misleading information. In that misleading information was that he said that Marco and Makimbi participated in this. But those 2 were arrested during 2016 from 2013 until 2016. So they wouldn't have participated in this. But if you speak about the people that were arrested, Warrant Officer Makubu will come and testify about the fact that he arrested accused number 5. According to his information, he wouldn't have participated in that crime. Hey, this is still going to be interesting, but it is important for me to make this video for you so you can understand something. We were told, according to his confession, that they consulted Inyanga. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm not going to go there. Now, there comes the confession from accused number 2 now, Bongan Sande Sontanze. He confessed. Again, the first person that gets implicated in his confession, it is Kelly Khumalo. Kelly Khumalo that paid him 45,000 rand, right? From there, he implicates accused number 4, Thokoziseni Mapisa, right? Mapisa was contacted by Mapisa. Now, in the confession made by accused number 1, the person that confront or contact him is Marco or Makimbi, but not Mapisa. The one that contact accused number 2, it is Mapisa. After that, he then tells us that accused number 5, Fisoguhle Ntuli, was also the driver, or you know what I'm saying, was sitting there on that car. That's according to his confession. Mtobisi Mapisa Mthobisi Mncube, right, sorry. Mthobisi Mncube, which is accused number 3. Gadla Carlos. He is the one who went with accused number 2, according to the confession made by accused number 2, right? He went into the house to take the life of Senzo Meiwa. Muzega ukhulelwa sibia, according to the confession of accused number 2, he was sitting in the yard. Do you still remember that? So, just from these confessions alone, if we are working on this scale of probability, did the accused ever committed an offense? Yes or no? On the basis of the information that I've presented to you now. 1, look at their evidence, their confession rather. You realize that how is it that their confession get admitted, but if you're looking at the confession itself, it is contradicting. But the contradiction goes as far as the firearm. And the reason we need to focus on the firearm is because Mangena is yet to be cross-examined. And they are saying the firearm found in the position of accused number 3 is the same firearm that committed that offense, but the confession said that firearm was sold in KZN. Already, if we speak the language of doubts, already the confession is contradictory. Number 1. Accused number 1 implicate these people. Accused number 2 implicate because different people, even though some of the people implicated this side are also found this side. But the confessions somehow doesn't make sense. 2, it's the tool that is used. It shouldn't be found in Joburg. 3, in their confession, it does not collaborate with the version of Constable Zungu, who is now a topic. So do you see where we're going with this? That there is a lot of discrepancy in this. I am not expecting this accused to be found guilty because, like, let's be honest, the state must prove its case beyond reasonable doubt. Have I not given or proven doubts already? Ameme Bonan Anderson, subject to correction. I want you to listen to the judgment on Omotoso's case. You're going to listen to this concept of doubts. You will realize that, so here, if we're following the principle of the law, clearly these confessions should not stand. Clearly, this confession is contradictory. Clearly, the Mangena's version, Mangena is yet to be cross-examined, so it is important that you pay attention to this information because it discredits what Mangena is about to do. The confessions are telling us that the tool that was used to take the life of Senzo Meiwa was in KZN. It should not be found in Joburg, right? A lot of contradictory. But I want you to pay attention as well to the following. If you are Kelly Khumalo, whose side are you in? The defense or the state? And let me paint this picture for you. If you take the side of the defense, you are simply saying the accused did not commit this offense. Right? Then it means if you get the accused acquitted, the confessions and everything that implicate Kelly Khumalo is null and void. But if the accused are sentenced, then because there's been this revelations about Kelly Khumalo, then it means that she must be arrested too. So if you were on her shoes, whose side are you in? Do you want the accused to get arrested, sentenced, and done and dusted so that people stop asking questions about the senzo meiwa, or you want them to get acquitted? But if you want them to get acquitted, then it means that people will forever have something to say about Kelly Khumalo. You see what I'm saying? Whatever she comments or whatever she says, people will forever have something to say. So if you were in her shoes, if you were to put yourself in her shoes, where are you? You understand? On which side do you stand on? This side or that side? State or defense? And tell me in the comment section below, why will you choose? If you choose the state, why? If you choose the defense, why? But I've already given you this two conundrum. If you choose the state, then you get the accused sentenced, okay. But then we get to ask questions. If the confessions are admitted, made free and voluntarily, then she's implicated. She must be arrested too. Right? But if you choose the side of the defense, they get acquitted. But people will not stop talking about this. They will not stop demanding justice. It appears to me that either side has consequences. If I'm Kelly Khumalo, not that we are saying she's guilty. I didn't say that. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying based on what is happening, people demanding justice and everything. Which side do you choose if you are here at this moment? You choose the state or the defense. Don't forget, we are working on this principle. The state must prove its case beyond reasonable doubt, failure to which the accused must be acquitted. If there are enough doubts in the state's case, it means acquit the accused because there is doubt, as it has happened in the case in the state versus Omotoso. The judge acquit Omotoso not because Omotoso has proven his innocency. No. That's not what the judge did. That's not what the judge says. That's not what Judge Skuman said. She said, you, Omotoso and the co-accused, you cannot convince me that you are innocent. There's no way you can convince me. I do not subjectively believe that you are innocent. However, because of the principle that the state needs to prove its case beyond reasonable doubt, I will have to let you go. Because the state have failed to prove its case beyond reasonable doubt. And since they have failed to do so, I have no option but to let you free. Listen to Judge as I close, and I will see you on the next episode. But listen to the judge here.
Especially so as the accused evidence was not placed in dispute through proper cross-examination. When deciding whether the state has proved its case beyond reasonable doubt, this matter falls into the category where, in my view, the explanations of the accused are improbable, and I don't subjectively believe them. However, due to the uncertainty of the actions of the state and the lack of proper cross-examination, I cannot find that the accused version are so improbable that they cannot reasonably possibly be true. The accused bore no onus to convince the court of their innocence. I am of the view, in the light of all the circumstances of the case, that the state has not proved its case beyond reasonable doubt.
Yes! Why, please?
The accused are found not guilty and are discharged on all the charges. The court will adjourn.
All right.